Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Jessica Nicole and I am a self-published author of YA fantasy romance novels. This is Vlogmas Day 17, and in today's video I am going to be creating one of my daydream vlogs specifically for winter tales. So basically, I have 5 stories that are going to be set in wintry settings. These are 5-story ideas, so I have not published these yet. And I wanted to make a daydream log for them. So a daydream log is basically where I write down everything that I know about the story so far. Usually it's just little tidbits, but for these I know pretty much how I want the plot of the story to go, and I'll create like some little artwork to go along with it. So I'm creating artwork for these 5 winter tales. They are all retellings of different fairy tales. So I have a Frostbite, which is going to be a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I have Debts, which is going to be a Rumpelstiltskin retelling. I have Winterbirds, which is going to be a Snow Queen retelling. I have also Sugar Plum, which is going to be a Nutcracker retelling, and I have Winter's Night, which is a Snow White retelling. So right now I am just making the title page. I'm just doing some little art here, kind of making my writing look a little bit more like a font. I am not an artist. Let me preface this by saying that I am not an artist. I do design my book covers. My last 2 book covers I actually drew by hand. For Sparks and Shadows and Moonshot, my first 2 book covers, but yeah, that took days and days of me practicing over and over again. But you don't have to be good at something to do it and to enjoy it, and I just find this process kind of relaxing and fun, and it gets me inspired to actually write the stories. So here on the inside flap, this is just a couple pieces of cardstock that I cut down to this size and stapled together to make like a little booklet. I'm writing the titles of the books, and I'm going to create like a little icon for each story that kind of goes along with the premise of the story. So for Sugar Plum, I'm taking a metallic marker here, a purple one, and I'm gonna attempt to draw some ballet shoes in a second. I'm gonna go back later and fix them because I looked up like ballet shoes clip art and fixed them. But starting out with Debt, it looks like I'm gonna do, yeah. And I'm gonna just draw some little silver coins. I'm gonna draw a couple one face up and a couple like on their side, just kind of like coins stacking up, because the whole premise of this is she's kind of collecting debts that are owed to her family, and someone takes notice of how good she is at it, and she kind of winds up in a bad bargain of her own. Or is it a bad bargain? It's gonna be kind of like a dark wintry romance. I don't want to say too much on it because I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, so it centers around money and greed a lot, and so that's why I chose the coins. And now I'm attempting to draw these ballet shoes. It did not turn out great the first time around, but I managed to do a lot better when I found the clip art, and I'm pretty proud of the finished product, which you guys are going to see in the next clip. And when I did Winterbirds, I just drew like a blue bird with a metallic paint marker. I got these markers from Amazon. I have like regular paint markers and ones that are a little bit more metallic. These with the kind of shiny caps aren't the metallic ones. And I'm just going to draw like a little blue bird, blue because it's winter. And I'm going to use actually a highlighter, a lighter blue highlighter to shade this in. I love like pastel-y highlighters for when I am like annotating books I'm reading. So I had a blue one, so I just used it to shade this bird in later. And then over here, I'm going to draw like 3 claw marks as if like something scratched across flesh or something. So this is for Frostbite. my Beauty and the Beast retelling. He's going to be kind of like a Yeti type beast who needs to break the curse before his 18th birthday, or he'll be a beast forever. And then for Winter's Night, I just drew like a snowflake. I'm just shaking up the marker. This is one of my like actual markers. This one has like actual paint in it. And I'm just drawing a snowflake. You can't really see it because this is like very metallic silver. I go back later and I'd use this one to make like little dots and snowflakes on the front cover. But I just drew a snowflake because her name is Winter, the princess in the story. And I just thought that was a really fun little cute play on Snow White, sort of like what I did with Moonshot and Crimson, naming her Crimson instead of Red. Okay, and now I'm drawing a castle, and this is basically what I am going to do for all of them. I'm just going to go in and draw like a little artwork or graphic that kind of tells the story in art form. So I'm just going to draw this castle and go back and shade it in. I was trying to draw those little flags, but this one did not turn out well, so I go back later and I turn this into a bird, and I kind of like the way that that turned out. Also for the door of the castle, I drew a heart and I put like little cracks in it, like a frozen heart, and then I colored it blue so it would look frozen. Just because of the premise of the story, all of this basically happened, the ruin of his kingdom happened because he was sort of careless with his heart, and he did something to make sure he would never be careless with his heart again, but it ended up doing more harm than good. So I just thought that kind of spoke to the story. I kind of like this. I might do something like this for the actual cover. We'll see what happens, but yeah, the finished product you guys are going to see in just a second, but this is me just freehanding little cracks in the heart door, and I'm going to go in with that same highlighter, pastel blue highlighter, and color in the heart and make it kind of that icy color. And this is the same one I'm going to go in and do the little bird icon on the other page with in a second. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out. I like the way all of these turned out, but I think that one's my favorite. And I'm just showing you like the metallic-y little dots. And this is me after I went back and fixed the icons a little bit. I fixed those ballet shoes. I colored in the blue bird. And there's mine for winter birds. Love the way this one turned out. Like I said, I think it's my favorite. Here's mine for frostbite. We've got like a gray frozen heart of stone, our 3 scratches, and our snowflakes. Here's mine for winter's night. We've got our poison apple, our knight's crest, and our snowflake. And for debts, we've got like a Grim Reaper's scythe and the silver coins. And then for sugar plum, we've got our ballet shoes again and like a little silvery butterfly and snowflakes. And yeah, that's gonna conclude this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing this so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see from me. Let me know which one of these stories you are most interested in seeing and most excited for. I'd love to hear it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.